How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Yeah, he did. He got screwed.
As you were.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Just like store-bought.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Hell yeah.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies. Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Sure will.
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Purpleberry bunch.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
Actually, yes.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing. Go right ahead, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm a sweetheart.
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junlei's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Probably.
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Whew. Sneeze stack.
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Alrighty.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Heck yeah, I do.
She show you that ceramic mantel pillar too?
Hey.
Not crazy. Protecting the citizens from these rats. Not considered stealing. If it's spacer choice. And considering it's in the trash, means it's all mine. Ooh.
Halcyon News. We have scheduled
This is Halcyon News.
Damnable thing about living on a space station.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Gotta love the rat.
About applying for military training and
That maniac. I hear scary things about Monarch.
Paid to view movies. Restricted to Jones level guess. Alright. Spacer's choice.
You ever hard up for work? Try sublight salvage. Good pay if you're morally flexible.
Ah! Morally flexible, huh?
Quietly now.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh,
I started 2 corporation fighters before stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, it's just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full timer. Now I'm filthy, biteless, and bedless. No, filthy, sorry. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm Groundbreaker's trash. That's how I live, and if no one agrees to take me on as a crew, I suppose that's how I'll die.
right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Whoa, restricted area. Unauthorized personnel in restricted area will be shot on sight. Without question, you can either fight, sneak, or use the holographic shroud to get through restricted areas. Post-mortem finds. Okay. Might as well play it safe. Huh. Medical bay. I'll have to remember this.
This is Halcyon News. Interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
I'm actually surprised they don't want to arrest me for having my weapon out. Alright, the Lost Hope. And there.
You learn to keep your eyes to yourself in my job. Nobody wants you looking close
Okay.
to their cargo.
Medical bay, rest and go. Have I been in the medical
Are you
bay?
listening to me? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her.
Have you actually spoken to her?
She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Actually, I am.
Take care.
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Hey, Ghost. Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape.
Hey, bud.
I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
How's it going? Find ET yet? No, I have not found ET yet. Although I did find a rather unhappy worker in a giant moon helmet. He really loves this job. I'm beginning to wonder if
our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Sounds like my cup
Hanging
of tea.
around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you? You have yourself a day, then.
No. I just want to talk to the guy. Patient's medical charts, patient's experimenting unusual side effects, post-hibernation after his latest voyage. Complains of longer days and increased boredom, as if time itself is slowing down. I've never seen complications this severe, and I am prescribing a high dosage of stems. While I'm optimistic that I can address the symptoms, the cause still troubles me. I'm going to try reaching out to conveyor crews and some corpse docks I know on Terria 2 for answers. I've learned that interstellar crews call the condition skip flu, and everyone I ask says they know someone who knows someone who had it. In extreme cases, they say the person's body and mind break down entirely. bored medics and few who bothered to reply insisted the patient was making it up to shrink their duties or shirk their duties. I don't believe my patients are malingering, but how do I prove that when the board won't even review my evidence? I've got it. I've got just skip blue. ID cartridge. You found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the restricted area. Sweet! So it's an automatic thing. Trespassers will be shot on sight and fined. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud is active, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving draws the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated. Oh.
You the new hire? Nice to meet you.
Sure am.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Nope. You ever wonder if I cared? Answer is nope. Yeah. Scary, ain't it?
For the last ratted on rotten time, leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires
Say
not
you
being
like
disturbed, don't you?
skip my loo. Skip to my loo, my darling.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Huh.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
We'll see. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Booyah! Ouyong Suyong.
Any word on Jessie? Let's just say she did me a favor and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Alright, so that was Med Bay. That's all that. Alright, let's go find the engineer, shall we? And just a golden combo. We're both busy running around like crazy. He's scared thing. Wait till you meet the spiders. Behind am signed Ed. Look out. Displaying recent messages. You made your spacer's choice when you signed the employment contract. I keep telling you the hat doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? Thank you, though. You can just turn it off. This is my life now, because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man. But there won't be anything left of me to care. Martin. Poor Martin. Are you okay, honey? Or Mom. Hope you're doing well, Mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back home on Terra 2. Lilia Hagen over in Sublight told me that I could always pursue a career in salvage if this thing doesn't work out. Please get Dad and the others a big hug for me. Display notices the heat. I know it's bad as one of those office is close to our radiators. You can imagine why I want to take 3 showers every day. I hear you. We've got eyes on the problem and hands and tools. It's the mechanical problem with the mechanical solution. It's a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution. In the meantime, enjoy some additional water rations and take breaks. You deserve them. If you're thirsty for cooler air, talk to your closest engineer about spots with favorable circulation. Only downside to playing Grounded 2 so much is that we're close to beating it already. Interesting. Seeking ethical flexibility spacer with Stellar Bay landing clearance. Payment in exchange for return of legal salvage. Details given upon acceptance of contract. Activate warrants. Prior convictions. No questions asked. Our background checks filter out criminal red flags. Plausible deniability is the sublight way. You see, Lile, Hagen for details. Warehouse next to the Spratwurst joint, second floor. Do not delete. The Halcyon Holding corporate office and its environs are for conducting official board business only. Anyone found misusing board property will be fined accordingly. Board property includes, but is not limited to, Halcyon's holding office here on Groundbreaker, the space directly in front of my desk, and the space directly behind my desk, my doorway, my breath, and most importantly, my stairs. Thank you for your cooperation. Oldham, Bedford, certified leading Zale. Yes, please note that for the next spacer caught drinking on the stairs outside the embassy may find themselves on the root side of the airlock. PPS. This is the third time I've had to post this message and I'm sick and tired of it. I will not hesitate to open the board sanctioned investigation into your behavior, and when you are caught punished, you accordingly, Felix Millstone.
CNP near Maple Syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Okay.
Salvage is a family business.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me. Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet. We'll take anything. Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our trails.
This is where I want to go, though.
This heat's unbearable. I picked up some weird chatter on my way in. Seemed to come from Monarch?
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of Spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Interesting.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice.
Of course it is.
The other meat is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret, a mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Okay, KFC.
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat. Just as well, near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats. Long as you don't mind me grinding Spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make themselves chewy. At least not yet. I'm sure modern science will find a way. Just as well. Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
I don't think so. Dehydrated water. Hmm. Okay.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Cool. No gun. Optical goggles. Sneak +5. Lockpicking +5. Weapon modifications. Interesting. Oops. Home button.
Is any of the news they play here actually true?
Assholes and their big interstellar freighters. One nearly ran me on the way in.
Wish we had bigger weapons, but no. Be careful about blowing holes in the hull.
Ooh, kitchen key card. Must be storming outside.
Move along.
Oh, this is interesting. Tiny Cleo's food service on a mechanical repair manual. Maintenance and repair ACSR F900. Warning, please follow all recommended safety protocol before maintaining or cleaning your unit. The ACSR F900 is equipped with an anti-tampering subsystem which trigger a self-defense mechanism in the food preparation apparatus. Self-defense supersedes any pacifistic, I think I just butchered that word, function. Please also remember to deactivate and remove all slicing, dicing, blending, filtering, chopping, deboning, or tenderizing apparatus prior to opening any access panel. It is critical that a spray of blood obscures the rest of the manual. Fudge.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
You know there's a dead body in your kitchen?
This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer.
Sounds like you're a pretty nasty bug in your system.
This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess.
You plan on cleaning that back there?
This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities.
All this morbid talk is making me hungry.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Okay. Well, sucks to be him.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junlei's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back! I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache ood on fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail. Move along.
Unless you have business with the board, move along.
Actually. Wow, I got a lot of side quests. Frosty Way. Who goes there? Oh, that's right, that's right. We gotta go talk to...
Got one more hour before the dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think?
I hear scary things about Monarch.
Public notice regarding food situation. To those who have raised concerns about the quality of Groundbreaker's vitals, yes, I'm aware of the pre-made stinks. Allow me to put the matters to rest. Our ancestors didn't rise from humble beginnings on a diet of Spratwurst and Boros. Or Boris. But that's the reality of life up here. If you can salt it, can it, or zip it up in a pouch, then we're not picky about calling it food. Spacers make do with what they have. Holy crap, that was terrible. And what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and 11 kinds of mustard. I know somebody who would like that. Last time I counted, try and enjoy it. Ship impoundment. This is general notice about our impound policies. If the board impounded your ship, take it up with the board. Their embassy is a gruddy building opposite Sublight Warehouse. Send them your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail, especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay the damn fees and don't bother my people. Looking for work. Urgently looking for a new crew to sign on with. I've been stuck in Halcyon for almost a year now. You know, as many times as I've heard the name, I still pronounce it wrong. Don't know what's holding up my next posting. Never had to wait this long to get another freighter. I'd plan on taking one of the rare long hauls back to Earth, but I haven't been able to find any. And even the shorter skip to the inner worlds seem rare rarer than the outer world routes these days. If anyone has any information about upcoming work, please post it here. Down on my luck. Hey, so here's my story. A ship limped into Groundbreaker in a rough state. We couldn't make the repair fees, the docking fees, refueling, or the fees for not being able to pay our fees. So I'm kind of stuck here now. Then they took my ship and sold it off as scrap. Now my credits is shot to hell and the corporate freights won't hire me on. I'm hoping someone with a bunk to space and a place to go is feeling charitable. Thanks for listening. This notice has been posted 56 times in 632 days. Recent message, welcome administrator. Haven't seen him in days, and haven't seen Private Taylor. And we are on, holy crud. And where are we on the toilet clog? If Chief Gain taught me anything, it's that a crew's morale is proportionally to the quality of their outhouse. You take care of a crew's plumbing, you take away their privacy and dignity. So, let's get that toilet fixed. Groundbreaker meetup. Even though it's been nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we could get the old gang back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message, but I haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gathering and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. How? Why is it that? So I just got off ice from a round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we Deathweed and Groundbreaker comms told us our docking was gonna be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5, then days went by. In the end, we spent an entire damn week waiting for a breath on the law fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not a one of us got paid. Damn. I don't know about you, but I got expenses, a family I don't see often enough, debt you wouldn't fucking believe, and even if I'm not working, I'm still gotta make my payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here and I'll respond when I get back from Jinsan in 3 years. Wow. So you want us to your clearance level. Damn. Alrighty.
Have you seen this man?
Actually. Where's the heat at? Running goes there. Hunt down and kill Captain McReed. Companion quest. Worst contract. Clear Jesse's debts. As McKinney, Groundbreaker engineer. Found a job posting on the Groundbreakers public terminals for an spacer. Investigate parties. We're instructed to inquire at the office subletting. I'm not seeing. Has been keen on meeting Groundbreakers engineer. Maybe that one?
Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Ah, here we go.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Alright, now what you got here, Chief?
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Don't be shy about requesting time off if you need to compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Back bays?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Gonna try to talk this out with whoever is down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Got it.
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back.
Oh, shit.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy. Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Okay.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Nice. Whoop whoop. Hail to the yeah. Daily checklist. Radiator temp, plumbing overflow, life support, crew morale, schedule landing, checklist maintenance, brush teeth. You can do this. Personal files, back bays. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told the Mardets. They're free to flesh out McReed and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications that they want someone else to solve all their problems. Off the record, sorry boys, not my job. Morale has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's that damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to the sublight. Subtle as always, Leon. That's not much of a hidden camera. Could have sworn the mechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of this guy leaving the station. We'll have to look into it. Sprat infestation as the rust and go is getting out of hand. Ethel better not be ranching those critters again, or I swear by law I'll airlock her stall. Let's see, my dear lady. The implications of your accusations cause my breath to hitch in my throat. I am certain that we can arrive at an agreeable understanding for what is a board liaison, if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers. Make like the board and yourself. Oh, much like the board and yourself. When you have decided to return to negotiate the negotiations table, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not go unpaid. Instructionist. The board rejected my request for a new radiator parts again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outgoing comms, I noticed some activity from your office. You choose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a little longer, and now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did they install you on my ship just to get under my skin? Or are you pulling this shit for fun?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular
When I started this job,
advertisement for the following story.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable, I can hardly even concentrate.
Hello there.
Hello. You Nico?
Teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing treatment.
What's going on? Uh-oh.
Coaches and referees are debating how and if
Everything okay?
this